Hi everybody, I've got a Jane Austen and it measures 9 3/4 by 4.5. And look at this, it's so pretty. I did use the pink toile and I didn't coffee dye it, and I put a huge doily all the way around and used some really pretty pink lace fabric with parts of a doily here and of course a Jane Austen lady. And there's the spine, and there's the back. This is pink, pink, and then there's a little bit of pink. I made the tie the same as the fabric on the cover. Look at all this. Look at this. Is this not yummy? This is yumminess. Over here, it's a pale, pale damask pink. Really, really light, but it's gorgeous. And here I made a little bow out of some yarn that has a little bit of sparklies and sequins on it. And then some white lace here. And I put 2 cards in it. Little shoe. Little vintage looking shoe. And then a big, heavily coffee dyed page to write on. And I stitched it in like a pink mauve color, almost the color of her dress. And of course, you know, I like the contrast, so I did that a lot in this book. This is a tuck spot here with some sari silk and some fabrics. That's the stitching from the other side. And that's the pink toile that matches the cover. I went through my stash and pulled them all out to put in this book because I thought it would go well. There's some more stitching. On this, it's got lace running. Let me get my hand back there. Lace running down the side, and then I tied it with some of that yarn that's got the sequins on it in this. So you got a little sparkle going on over here, a little subtle sparkle. And you have a pocket I didn't stuff. Ooh, I'm batting 1,000 today. Over here's a pink toile pocket with a little Jane Austen image and part of a doily, and it's got some stickles on it. It's a tag with a little tie there. And some shoes up here. Some lined papers. And heavily coffee stained here, but look at the contrast stitched around in the pink. I did try to leave you some places to write on. A pretty image there with the laces and doilies, and then the pink cards. I like how this is shorter, so you see the stitching on the next page. A little bit of stitching on here. So you got lots of places to write in this one, and you've got a lot of the laces and things going on and tuck spots. There's a handsome dapper gentleman with some sari silk and part of a crochet doily. And then you've got all this space back here too. A pretty image here, lined paper. So you see some of them are not coffee dyed and some of them are heavily coffee dyed. Gives a little variety in the book. Pretty roses for the ladies. These I just made these graphics the other day. I wanted something a little bit different for Jane Austen. There's my buddy, Mr. Collins. Another one of those pretty yarn bows with some lined paper there and the stitching going down the side. More lace. Real pretty pair of shoes. God, can you imagine wearing those shoes? Those must have hurt. Oh. Of course, I can't imagine wearing anything but flip-flops. I just can't take it. The older you get, the more you just want pure comfort. A little pretty doily here, and that's some yarn that a little circlet I made, and a pink toile pocket, and a piece of sari silk. And yes, I forgot again. This is a pocket up here that I will fill with something, and then I put these 2 cards in the back. That's 2 pockets. I'm betting 1,000. Did I say that before? Yeah, I think I did. Pretty image with the Pride and Prejudice, and a little postcard. And you can write. That's napkin decoupage, but you can write right over it. It's nice and smooth. A little card here, a little mini card. People sometimes ask me, what do you write on those little bitty cards? And I write down things that I need to remember, you know. I mean, maybe somebody says, oh, so-and-so, their birthday is. That would be perfect, you know. And then I'd have it. Some of that pink lace there with the image. More of the sparklies. This is from Persuasion. And it's the letter from Captain... Oh, God, I just went blank. What's his name? Val's behind me going, Wentworth. At front to Anne Elliot. And that has got to be the most romantic, best love letter ever written. So I put it in here. And a pretty image there. That was funny, Val. She's trying to be so quiet. I busted her. Well, get in there. Some sari silk there with the flowers. And then a little bit. Isn't that cute? Cool. But anyway, you can read it. It's very legible. Pretty bow there with the stitching. And stitching running down here with our man. That's the man. And another pocket that I didn't stuff. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyway, it's got the pretty images that I just did. Another tuck spot here. Sari silk, part of a doily. And I just inked and roughed up the edges. I'm kind of liking that look. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Little Pride and Prejudice. And some cards for journaling. That's a little file card. I tried to use as much pink for the stuffers as I could in this one. And stitching here and here. Real pretty rose. Another tuck spot here with parts of doily and some pink lace, some bonnets, cards, little tag, little music tag. Little booklet here. Some coffee dyed pages. Did I just shove that upside down? I think I did. It's got some stenciling. Some more shoes with the roses. More stitching. And I just let stuff from the other side come on over. Tuck spot here, a little bow and some seam binding, huge card, and so you still have page, still have room in the back. And this is the same as the front, and I put in a big huge card that is stitched on, and it's a stamp that I have, and a tag, with lined paper on the back. It's just a real pretty journal. Don't need that. And there's the front again. I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me today, and I will see you in the next video.